Speaking of the Grammys again, Diddy gave a speech at the Grammys talking about black excellence and about how black people control the culture. Did you see the speech?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, it's a long. I didn't see all of the speech.
yeah, I watched the part where he talks about it. I didn't watch the whole was it like 40 minutes or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the part where he got into it because the first time he just talking about like thanking his family and friends. I skipped all that, but the part of the speech that we care about, he talks about how black people define everything. We're the culture leaders, X, Y, Z, and how the Grammys needs to start recognizing us and treating us better and giving us a seat at the table and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Us being black people, we are. We all over it. Loved it. I love that speech. Still love Diddy, even though we about to get into some foul shit he did, or no, allegedly did, or no, I ain't gonna say allegedly. He definitely.
Yeah, I was gonna say allegedly.
Yeah, he definitely did his shit. So shortly after that, man, Mase took to Instagram to pretty much be like, look, bro, you preaching all this hippy dippy black empowerment shit, but you won't even live right by me. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that before
the speech.
Yeah.
Did I? I think I did too, actually. I think that's what made me remember. Well, I knew the speech was out. That's what reminded me to go. Let me go watch the speech, see what Mase getting at here. Let me find it. So, Mase posted this. Diddy, I heard your Grammy speech about how you are now for the artist and about how the artist must take back control. So I would be the first to take that initiative. Also, before we ask of other ethnicities to do us right, we should do us as black people better, especially the creators. I heard you loud and clear when you said that you are now for the artist, and to that, my response is if you want to see change, you can make a change today by starting with yourself. Your past business practices knowingly has continue purposely starved your artists and been extremely unfair to the very same artists that helped you obtain that icon award on the iconic Bad Boy label. For example, you still got my publishing for 24 years ago in which you gave me 20K, which makes me never want to work with you as any artist wouldn't after you know someone is robbing you and tarnishing your name when you don't want to comply with his horrendous business model. However, people will always ask, what's up with Mase? So I'll be forced to still perform to not look crazy when I was getting peanuts and the robbery will continue. So many great moments in people's lives and music were lost. But again, I roll with you in the face of death without flinching and you still wouldn't do right. I never said anything because I wanted to wait until I was financially great so I can ensure that I was addressing this from a pure place and not out of spite. To add insult, you keep screaming black excellence and love, but I know love isn't free. So I offered you $2 million in cash just a few days ago to sell me back my publishing as his biggest artist alive. They always show you respect for you giving me an opportunity at 19 years old. Your response was, if I can match what the European guy offers him, that will be the only way I can get it back. Or else I can wait until I'm 50 years old and it will revert back to me from when I was 19 years old. You bought it for about 20K and I offered you $2 million in cash. This is not about this is not black excellence at all. When our own race is enslaving us, it's about us owning. It can't be about us owning each other. No more hiding behind love. You change, give the artists back their money so they can take care of their families.
Did Diddy respond?
No, not yet. I don't think he's going to. Not publicly. I really feel like he probably called him on some back end shit and talked to him. Yeah, so it's interesting, man, because a lot of the music today, or a lot of the music educators today are always preaching ownership, right? Like, we preach ownership on our other platforms. People bigger than us preach it. People that's been in the game learning us preach it. But in that time, man, that wasn't a topic. You got the music in the 2000s was all about like the large advances up front. Like niggas were getting like $10 million up front, and then they learning now that they got dicked on the publishing because it's like that money over time, especially for an act like Mase, because like you said, Mase is a legacy act. He has a hit song. He has that old school core fan base.
Yeah.
Legacy acts, publishing catalogs usually make a good amount of money. And it only goes up in value because, like, you know, knock on wood, but once Mase passes, that shit's gonna shoot the fuck up. It always happens with those types of legacy acts.
Yeah.
So it's like that's guaranteed money, but I'm assuming Mase is gonna live to at least see 50 and get it back. So when it happens, his family having shit. But so I fall on two sides of this, right? Like I'm the type of person where I'm for the artist, man. Like I believe that artists should be in control of their art. I feel like if you created it, if you thought of it, if it came out of your brain, you should be the one that owns it. However, I would not take away the fact or all of the work that Diddy probably did to make. I ain't gonna say probably, the work that Diddy did to make Mase.
Yeah. Do you think Diddy should have took the 2 million, and gave him back his right to the song?
I can understand why he wouldn't, because that song's probably making him way more than $2 million. Like, if he's saying like, because I'm sure Mase is looking like, okay, I'm giving you 100 times what you gave me for it, but $20K back then is probably equivalent to like, I don't know, I guess like, I don't know the inflation rate, so don't quote me on it.
Well, what year?
He didn't say. So we're gonna say Mase, I think is like 41 now. That was 19, so that was what, like 22 years ago. So let's say 98, 99, or 2000 be safe. Let's say 2000 be safe.
U.S. inflation rate.
So that's 2%. So 200 today is the equivalent of 20,000 then. So okay, so
no. Oh, they have an inflation calendar.
20,098 is equivalent to 31,000 today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that catalog definitely made Diddy way more money than that shit. So I can understand why Diddy doesn't want to do it. I can say that. Should he have given it back? Even if they,
even while Diddy is preaching this black excellence and black love,
I think that at the very least it should be a co-ownership with publishing. So like I don't know how, like I'm not the most well versed on the publishing stuff just because it's not the side of music I deal with, but there are like ownership splits that you can give to it. I think that even if he doesn't want to give all of the publishing back to Mase, which I'm assuming that Mase doesn't even have any ownership in the publishing, like not any percentage.
Yeah.
I think at the very least it'd be fair for Diddy to make that 50-50. Like if Diddy feels like I'm the one that put out the work into making it right. I was Diddy at the time. At the time when Mase was out, he was Diddy, right? Diddy had the connections. Diddy had the money. Diddy had the hit songs under his belt. He had done it before with other artists. All that shit.
Oh yeah, just randomly looking up shit.
That's crazy.
Right.
Like he had all the shit to make it what it was. I could understand him feeling like he deserves, at the very least, a piece of ownership of it. Because it's like, if we both put work into this building to make it a mansion, then I would like to own a piece of the estate. I can get that.
Yeah.
But to keep everything, all of it,
that feels selfish.
Yeah, exactly. That is selfish. Especially because, like I said, it's not like that catalog is making a lot of money. Now, I'm going to go off a limb here and assume that he been eating out this catalog for 20 plus years. He probably got accustomed to that money.
Yeah, but still, it's not like he needs it.
That's true.
Like, help a black man out, or even not even help him, because he said he waited till he got financially where he wanted to be. Like, I'm pretty sure he's just the principal at this point.
Yeah, like I said, it's literally like to see something you created generating so much money
for somebody else.
Exactly, bro. And you don't even get 20, 30, 40, 50% of that. Nah, that's OD, man. And like I said, man, I'm all for artist ownership, bro. I appreciate you all the time. Like, if you got the ability for it, bro, like, don't give up your ownership to shit over you starving today. Because I always feel like, and this could, like I said, different case back then because it's just a different music culture back then.
Yeah.
But artists are still getting locked into the same shit today. It's gonna be niggas, I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be niggas that we are listening to today that in 20 years are gonna be going through this exact same shit. I'm telling you, bro. Because so many artists blow the fuck up, they get into the industry and they don't understand publishing. Publishing is one of the most confusing aspects of the music industry, but it is one of the things that like everybody needs to understand because that's where most of your money comes from. Forever. Like for the rest it's like owning stock. Like owning your publishing is like owning stock or like any asset. So like it's a learning experience. And then this came out too. I don't know if you saw the report. I don't want to like get super into it, but it came out the same day that Khalees said that Pharrell did the same thing to her.
What song?
Whatever the album that Milkshake was on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She was saying Pharrell did the same thing. Like it's coming out. Like I said, bro, it's gonna be a lot of artists that we listen to today. In 20 years, we're gonna be saying like, yeah, bro, niggas ain't got the blah blah. But then like we hear so many artists who never complain about it publishing because like either they knew better or somebody around them knew better or they could put the money up and was able to buy certain things back. Cause it's the very infamous story of like Jay-Z and his first couple albums. He didn't own the publishing to it.
Yeah.
He stacked up the money, went back to Def Jam, was like, get my shit back. And I was like, damn, all right, you got money for it, get it back. So like, I'm going to go off a limb here and say Mase came with $2 million. Diddy probably wants at least 50 to 100 million for it.
Ooh.
I would guess. Because, like I said, Mase is a legacy act with hits, and it's never going to depreciate. Like, what's Mase's Spotify streams right now? Let me see. What's his number doing? How many monthly listeners is he doing? Damn, so Mase still doing a million monthly listeners. Like he said, he don't even really like pushing himself because he don't own a lot of shit that is his big shit. So yeah, he definitely making way more than $2 million off that shit.
Definitely.
So like the big thing I think is, man, like you said, like with Diddy pushing himself to the front of, he wants to be the face of black excellence and black love and black unity. You're right. To stand by all those things, he has to either give it back or at least put him in on the splits. At least give me 50-50 on it. Bro, at least give me 20%. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, like, at least give me that.
Something.
Because we don't know, like I said, it goes back to, we don't know all the work. We don't know who else was writing on it. We don't know what all work Diddy put. Like I said, I'm not going to knock the work Diddy probably did to make sure that shit was even worth them having this discussion about it today.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, bro, at least give me a cut of it, man. Like, cut me in, bro. It's my shit.
Yeah, do the right thing, Diddy.
Yeah, dude, do the right thing, bro. I like you, bro. Like, I want to continue to look up to you, man. But you will go against a lot of things I believe in if you don't give it back. And it would hurt, man, to lose Diddy as a role model.
Looking like a super villain.
Wait, what? Does he?
Slightly.
No, I don't think so. He doesn't.
I don't know why. I don't trust Diddy.
Why?
I don't know. He just,
Like, as an artist or as a person?
as a person.
Like, you think he would fuck you over?
Yes. Like, it's just something about him that I just don't trust.
I mean, it's the whole thing. They say, like, nobody gets as rich as they get without fucking some people over. But, I mean, it could be argued that, you know, maybe revolt is his way for repenting for all the people he's fucked up. He's giving so many people opportunities to revolt. Maybe he's doing it to make up for all the people he fucked over to get to where he's at.
Possibly.
Like, you know, it's that whole, like, you young and you fucked up, you get older, realize what you did, and you start trying to atone for it and make up for it. I feel like that's what revolt. Because, like, if we really think about all the artists that Diddy's ever touched, not like in a fucked up way, but like, you know, had hands in their career. Outside of Camila Cabello, where she had to step away from Danny Kane to flourish. Outside of that, like, no one else has really thrived. Once they, like, Diddy very clearly puts artists on to make sure he's up. Like, it's always very self-serving.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't trust him.
Yeah, everything he does is definitely like it serves his. If it doesn't serve his interest or his bottom line, yeah, he's not gonna fuck with it. Which that's business. I get that, but it's like, damn, man, you're supposed to be the face of fat business practices. At least now, bro. Like, at least in your Diddy's what, like 50? I think he just turned 50 this year or last year, man.